this season. It's been a whirlwind. It's been Cedar Point. Sorry for you guys that don't know much about Cedar Point, but it's been a roller coaster, and it's been good. It's been bad. It's been, it's been roses. It's been thorns in the roses. It's been everything that you can ask for, and I've always said this has been one of the most challenging seasons I've had. And but like I told you guys, you guys are around us every day. Right before the break, right before the trade deadline, I kind of reset. Didn't know if we were going to make trades or not. Didn't know what we were going to do with our team, but I kind of just reset my mindset on saying, okay, this is the season, and let's try to make the most of it. And that's what's gotten me to this point, gotten our team to this point.
Multiple times throughout this season, we have gone through the various formations of what this Cavs team looked like. There was the preseason, then there was the beginning, then there was the trade deadline, then there was this.
LeBron last night said the finals would be the 6th season within the season.
And that's basically what it was. And I think after the trade, when we saw the players they got, we all thought, well, everyone except for Nick here, thought that this was going to be an uphill battle. If he could take this group of guys into the postseason, whatever they did after that would have been impressive enough. Do you think that getting the Cavs to the NBA Finals, CC, was the greatest achievement of LeBron's career, knowing the team that he sees when he looks down this bench?
I can't say the greatest achievement of his career, because you have to realize, I'll just take his biggest accomplishments, and that's the 3 NBA championships and how they came. The first one came after LeBron. We wouldn't even be having some of the conversation we had if he didn't have the series against the Dallas Mavericks, all right, in his first season in Miami. So the biggest thing that he did was win his first championship in going to Miami. That's the #1 thing that he did. Then he was able to follow that up with another championship. So he wasn't just one of the great players only with one championship. What he did in the Cleveland series against Golden State the first time was monumental, with Kevin Love and Kyrie being hobbled. Then in 16, they come back and win the championship down 3-1. That's the greatest accomplishment of his career. All right, because going against that team, the best team in the NBA based on record, the superstars that they have, him being outmanned and winning that's the biggest accomplishment. So this is a tremendous accomplishment, getting to the finals. But nothing's greater than those other 3 championships, topped off with the championship in 2016.
Listen, the reason this is a discussion this morning is because Jeff Van Gundy, who I adore, was adamant about this, that this is the greatest accomplishment of LeBron's career. And while this is an amazing accomplishment, and I firmly believe he's the only player we've ever seen that could have gotten this team this year to the NBA Finals, C's right. Like, when we're listing LeBron accomplishments, amazingly, I'm not certain this goes in the top 5. #1 is the 3-1 downs, the 73-win Warriors, and going 41-8-11, 41-16-7, 27-11-11 in those 3 games. Like, nothing tops that, down 3-1 in 2016. I will put a close second the Game 6 in Boston, the year they won their first title. The most pressure he's ever been under at any point in his career. The whole blueprint on the line. They're going to trade Chris Bosh. The whole Heatles will be a failure. He goes 45-15-5 against a championship-level Celtics team. The 48 special in Detroit when he was 22 years old. Game 7 against the San Antonio Spurs team where he goes 37-12-4 and hits the game-clinching jump shot. And then, it's not just the wins. The series against Golden State that CeCe alluded to, games 2 and 3 of that series to take a 2-1 lead on the Warriors, going 40-14-10 in average in those 2 games. That's LeBron's top 5. Now, if he were to win a championship with this group, this, of course, elevates to, even with the 2016 season, maybe greater than the 2016 season.
Also go up there with Moses parting the Red Sea.
Okay, I know that you find it impossible to happen, and I think it's very unlikely that it'll happen. But what it is already is one of the greatest examples of sustained endurance and greatness. And I think none of it is better encapsulated than how the game ended. Like, if we can show it, the final minute and a half of the game, the assist to George Hill, and then the &1 on Marcus Morris, where he gets, like, this pass there, I don't know how you make that pass, but he made it, and that gives them a 7-point cushion, trusting George Hill to finish this play when they've been walking it up every time. And then you've played 47 of 48 minutes. You do that. He got flagrant fouled and goaltended and still made the bucket. in the 48th minute, running past Marcus Morris to clinch the game. That's a level of endurance and fitness we've never seen from an NBA player, year 15 or year 2.
I wasn't sitting next to you in 2016, but I can't imagine either of you that the way we've talked about his role players and his supporting cast makes it sound, and I watched almost as many games as I possibly could this season, that LeBron was the only guy in the court, that LeBron single-handedly won. JR had no points the other night. There were nights where the rest of his team didn't score in double digits, and he scored as many. Tell me how that is not so incredibly impressive with teams like the Sixers and the Celtics, who had so much, uptick and so much promise, yet somehow the Cavs are the last one standing in the East.
Yeah, I'd like to stay away from the other teams because the Cavs are, I would say, in the NBA, there's at least 3 teams better than them in the East and probably 4 in the West.
Better than the Cavs?
Better than the Cavs.
Okay.
All right? The Sixers are better than the Cavs. The Celtics, even though they're at home, they're a better team than the Cavs. Toronto was a better team than the Cavs. The only thing, they just didn't have LeBron. LeBron was in Toronto's head. Philadelphia was a young team. Boston was out 2 of their superstars. All right, so this team, LeBron's taken to the finals. I mean, I couldn't dream of a scenario that he could get this team to the finals. I didn't think he would be able to get through Boston, through Philadelphia, and potentially Toronto. So it's hard to imagine a superstar playing with worse talent.
Well, and to answer your question, Jenna, it's the reason that 2016, I think in most people's eyes, with respect to Van Gundy, trumps this, is who they were playing.
Yeah.
They were playing the greatest team ever with a unanimous MVP down 3-1 in the finals that no one has ever overcome before. Cece, when you say there's 4 teams or 3 teams better than them in the East, well, I mean, if you take LeBron off the team, there's 25 teams better than them in the league.
Based on the 82-game schedule. Right? Mm-hmm. It's a compliment. Try to take it as that. All right? They were the 4th best team. They were the 4th seed. Mm-hmm. Not for some injury reason, because that's how good they were. But to be able to overcome that as a 4th seed. LeBron's never taken a 4th seed to the finals before.
Right. It's only the 5th, 4th seed. Or
so it tells you the totality of it. You say, man, which team would you rather have? I probably would have taken, going into the playoffs, I would have taken Philadelphia first. Well, Chris, you can draft any other team. I would have taken Toronto second, Boston third, and I would have taken Cleveland fourth. Based on what I've seen, all right? I try to be objective, and that's the Cavs team that I saw. I didn't pick them to make it to the finals. I'm not upset about that. I'm not upset at all.
All right. Coming up, drop it. Drop the mic. Coming up, a former Seahawks player takes a shot at Pete Carroll.